Moses, the story of redemption.
Moses was born at the time of prophesy of Pharaoh for throwing all the sons of Israelites into the river. Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, feared the growing strength of the Israelites and sought to diminish them by slaying the male children. As a result, Pharaoh commanded that all male Israelite babies be thrown into the river. But the mother of Moses kept him away from danger and put him in an ark made of rushes and placed it in the river. It was his miraculous escape from Pharaoh that saved him. The daughter of Pharaoh found him, and she had a very kind heart, and that's why she adopted him as her own son. He was raised and nourished at the court of Pharaoh and received a great and all-round education. Soon Moses started experiencing the slaughter and traumas of his people and the injustice, tyranny, and inequality of the harsh rule of the Pharaoh and his court. He saw one of the Pharaoh's men brutally beating one of his people, and he could not bear it, so he killed the man and fled away. Moses then reached the wilderness of Midian, where on the advice of Allah Almighty, he married the daughter of a priest of Midian and was later blessed with a son. For some time, Moses lived in Midian with his wife and son and showed kindness and hospitality to his neighbors, a Midianite shepherd. There and then, Moses heard the divine call. Allah Almighty wanted him to go to Pharaoh and demand the release of his people, the Israelites. After a strong hesitation, Moses accepted this invitation and promised to do whatever was told to him by Allah Almighty. On his way, Allah Almighty gave Moses many miracles to help him in his mission. He called to a burning bush that did not burn, showed him a blazing fire that did not burn his hand, made him divide the sea, and enabled him to bring forth water from a rock, among many other more. Moses then went to Pharaoh and gave him a very clear message: "The Lord has brought you here to put an end to your tyranny and the oppression of his people and let them go." Pharaoh heeded the warning and promised that he would free the Israelites. But on the morning of the Exodus, Pharaoh reneged on his word and came with his army to fight against Israelites. It was then that Moses, with the help of Almighty Allah, divided the Red Sea in two, and then brought the Israelites across it. When Pharaoh and his army started chasing the Israelites, Allah Almighty closed the waters and Pharaoh was drowned. The Israelites had freedom and traveled for 40 years in the wilderness. During these 40 years, Allah Almighty gave the people many commandments and laws through Moses and helped Moses with many miracles and warnings. He also revealed his divine book, the Torah, to Moses, that contained the wisdom of the Almighty and the laws by which one should live. After these 40 years, the people of Moses were allowed to enter the Holy Land of Palestine, where Moses established a kingdom for the Jews to begin their life of faith and worship. At this point, Moses' work was done, and he appointed his successor, Joshua, to lead the Israelites through the many battles that lay ahead to conquer the Holy Land. Moses was ordered by Allah Almighty to leave this world on the holy mountain of Musa. Here, Allah Almighty spoke to Moses, gave him his last commandments, and revealed his last book, the Quran, to him. Then, Moses died at the age of 120.